of our, daily living, just like what we're having today. We're sorry if we're a few minutes earlier than what was expected to be the airtime, but we thank you if you are watching this now or probably later, because we are going to upload this on our social media platforms. And we are still on the month-long celebration of Taxumo's 7th birthday. Ayan, happy birthday, Taxumo. All right. There. And in line with the celebration of Taxumo's 7th birthday, we also want to celebrate freelancers because Mayo.
Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello. Okay, hello.
Ayan. So, before we give you the airtime to introduce yourself, I'd like to introduce myself because probably a lot of people know you, but being the representative, the spokesperson of Taxumo on our digital campaigns and as on and our face-to-face talks, I am Melanie Santiago. You've probably seen me on a lot of the tax awareness advocacy, Tax 101. So, I am here to usher you into the world of freelance.
Okay, sometimes you have to choose one main, but hindi mo kailangan kalimutan lahat ng mga iba mong interests.
Wow. I love how you put indecisiveness in a very good light. Because sometimes, diba, lalo for probably they're aspiring entrepreneurs, freelancers who's watching this. And in fact, it's one of the challenges when you're a high school graduate and you want to enter college and you're not really certain what course do you want to take. Diba, may ganon. And then later
Yeah.
on, you putting indecisiveness in a good light as well can work for you as well.
Yeah.
Yung nga sinasabi nila, di ba, hindi naman same path. But probably if you can tell us, what was the first that you accomplished among, being a pilot, a theater performer? If you can walk us through how,
Parang sabi ko nga na I can be a good pilot, but it will not be the best version of me. Parang may ganung mga moments na kaya mo mag-follow ng rules, kaya mong mag-comply, kaya mo naman magpalipad. It's just that parang the end of the day, masaya ka ba? Or at the end of the day, ito ba yung best na sarili na maibibigay mo to the world? Or, parang uwi ka lang, trabaho. Parang ganon. Parang kasi siguro, I think it's a millennial thing na yung dapat, it doesn't feel like work what you do.
Yeah.
And then right after that, saan na ba ako? Right after the aviation,
Yes.
aviation, parang may opportunity na ulit na naman na to audition for Miss Saigon, London. So kasi they were looking for acrobats during that time. That was 2016. So syempre as a former cheerleader, yun yung goal ko. Sabi ko, I want to do theater professionally kasi syempre yun talaga yung performance. So after a year of waiting, sabi ko walang dumating. Parang they emailed me already na I'm considered for the part. But of course, sometimes marami talaga mga plano na madiderail ka. So I started, I worked as in corporate as a procurement manager. So I knew about taxes, no? But it's more of the corporate taxes. And then bigla may opportunity ulit to perform again. This is for a Disney production here in the Philippines. So I auditioned for it. And then while I was in that production, sabi ko, I can't do this forever kasi pag dancer ka, you have a expiration date. Parang you can't dance forever. Parang ang evolution mo is you become a teacher, you become a studio owner, ganun siya magiging coach ka. Parang in the middle of it, lagi lang ako may dalang camera. Yung mga theater mates ko magpapapicture sa akin. Ganyan. So dun lang siya na-develop na parang, oh, okay. But of course, at the back of my mind, especially here in the Philippines, pag creative ka, parang wala namang pera dyan, walang pera sa arts. Parang discouraging siya at time. But sabi ko, I was enjoying it. So, sige lang, go lang. Then I started getting jobs. Then doon ko na-realize, wow, may career pala dito. So,
Hmm.
after nun, edi nagka-pandemic. So, dami na naman nating struggles. I applied as a color editor or color retoucher for photo retoucher for mga ano may mga racket online with wedding photographers outside the country. So doon din
Hmm.
medyo na train yung eye ko when it comes to colors. So parang kasi syempre iba kapag nag-train ang mga what do you call that, mga foreigners when it comes to that kinds of mga ano ibang training. So ibang eye ang na-develop ko when it comes to that. And then nung medyo na bumabalik na yung economy, doon ako nag-start at mag-shoot. And then yan, I'm here.
Wow. So napaka-interesting journey, no? Kasi parang you said as opportunity comes and then you get to just explore it. Pero grabe, parang lalo on the side of aviation na parang sige, let's try. Tapos okay, natapos. I
No,
love it for you. You
yeah,
just,
of course, I was just fortunate enough na my parents would support me on that. And of course,
mm,
medyo may time din na hindi ko rin matanggap na ay hindi ko to. May parang alam mo yung since they already invested a lot tapos biglang at the
I
end of
feel
they have
you. Oh.
money. So there was a
Personally, yeah, I feel you as well, yung ganong feeling. But go ahead. You were
I
saying
mean,
something, sorry.
parang there was a sense of regret also, shame, ganyan. So,
Yeah.
siyempre, maraming setbacks eh. And yun, it takes time. But yeah.
Oo nga, and how you were able to transition to like discover as well your other interests along with that. And I feel like I want to dig a little deep into, you started something, lalo na yung pag may kurso ka nang nasimulan eh. A lot of the people I know, parang lalo when there is pagka-college, hindi ka decided talaga what course you're gonna get into. And to think that whatever it is that you've decided, people really think na parang wala na eh, yun na yung path mo in life eh. Parang, eto na, nasimulan mo na, ituloy-tuloy mo na. But I love how you still finished it. There's still commitment to finish it. But along the way, meron pa rin ilalaban mo kung what really makes you happy as a person, because dun din talaga lalabas wow.
So parang may mga minsan may mga pipikit lang ng kaunti tapos biglang pagbukas mo ng eyes, yun na yung nuance dun eh. There's sincerity in the photograph. So, ganoon din sa dance, ganoon din sa movement. So, parang as a photographer, kailangan alam mo kung paano gumalaw ang katawan. So, especially in fashion,
Yeah.
tsaka especially yung mga forms, especially mga linya ng katawan. Syempre hindi naman laging fashion. So sometimes pag mga beauty, hindi pumapasok yung composition, paano nagpo-form ang linya at shape ng katawan sa isang frame. So parang doon
Mm.
pasok lahat. Parang naging culminating activity na lang tong photography.
Yeah, kasi parang you're saying it's not just, the specific technical things, but, along the way, yung grit mo to go through details, madadala mo siya like anywhere you go or whatever you do now. And yung, how do you,
Parang sabi ko nga na kahit i-perfect mo yung art mo na sobrang galing mo na mag-shoot, but of course as a freelancer babalik ka pa din sa business side eh na okay, photography
hmm,
is also your work. So you have to create your own PR, you have to create your own marketing, you have to create your own noise, and you have to create your own luck. Parang yun yung sometimes dun minsan nagiging punta yung doubt eh, na parang sometimes kapag confident ka na technically, artistically, pag alam mo nang medyo hinug ka na in that aspect, babalik ka ngayon na okay, photography is also a business. So paano ka maki-create ng noise, and you have to work hard for it eh. Kasi yun, parang ang realize ko along the way na you don't have to be the best photographer all the time. But of course, you have to
wow.
create that own luck, and you have to be ready when to take it.
I love it now when you were saying there's parang in a way you're saying there should be a good balance of artistry and managing it as a business as well. Kasi not everyone sees your photos or your art the way you do. So there should be a business aspect to it of how you will market it and balance it on, what your client needs. Parang
Yes.
paano mo paano mo come across yung artist.
In mind.
Mm.
So we're
Whatever you think is best for people to understand, like artistically and maybe as a managing it as a business, parang paano mo pinupush yung self mo na itutuloy ko to. This is something that I can do for, I don't know, the rest of my life. My life talaga. Pero like, paano yung commitment journey? Kasi I'm sure there are days that it's difficult. Na parang kukulangan ka as a person. Pero paano yung commitment journey?
Siguro one, as an artist, may commitment ka pa rin sa art, sa craft mo na you have to feed your creative mind. Kailangan it has to roll. Hindi siya pwedeng mag-rot ka lang and then hindi ka mag-evolve eh. So one commitment is that for me, ako personally, I have to read 24 books and watch 24 movies in 1 year. I mean, hindi naman pasahin pa. Ano, may mga photography books na puro pictures lang. So, kailangan tumingin ako ng mga bagong pictures. Tapos, kailangan ko manood ng movies kasi syempre, movies are moving pictures eh. So, doon ako nakakuha na inspiration. So, one, artistically, you have to constantly feed your mind. And then, next one, as a business person or as a photographer on that business side, madaming aspects like one, PR. Being present is parang it pays off to be present. So you have to go to events, you have to market yourself.
Wow.
And then another business is as a commitment siguro yung commitment mo to your gear. Of course, ang gamit mo it's also an investment. So kailangan mo rin pag-ipunan tong mga gamit nito. So parang parang one-man business talaga siya eh. I mean, siguro pag may team ka, pero the inventory, the PR and marketing, the creative side, mostly sa'yo magagaling. I mean, as a freelancer.
Yeah, tsaka ang mamahal ng mga gamit ninyo. I have an idea because I have few friends that are photographers on specific like niche nila of photography. Pero I've learned like lens itself, ang mahal. Minsan umabot ng 6 digits, di ba? So it's interesting to see that, part of managing really comes across financials as well, di ba? You said, it is an investment, you have to manage it, pero at the same time, you gotta feed yourself as well on like whatever it is that you need to like. First time I've heard, kailangan pala like mag-watch ng movies as well. But those are moving pictures, right? It makes sense naman para. And, you also have, because people think photography is just, snap of it, yun na siya. Pero it's still evolving pa rin pala. So it should be interesting for others who are into somehow the same field as what you do. But probably you can tell us more of memorable projects that defined you in your journey. Like maybe you can share some to us.
Parang when people ask me like what was your usually ang pag fini-frame yung question na yan, when people ask me what was your breakthrough or parang what was, pero ang sinasabi ko lagi, you know what, it's walang very very specific moment eh. Parang it was continuous hard work and continuous being present. Pero kasi parang hindi ka magiging sikat lang or makikilala sa isang picture lang eh or sa isang shoot. Parang kumbaga sa TV kailangan araw-araw ka makita bago ka makilala. Parang ganun. Pero siguro mga memorable moments is I think when I first it was nung nag-open up na economy, it was the Mega Ball. So usually yung Mega Ball, it's reserved for usually the top photographers na pag nandun ka na, pag nakapag-vignette ka na doon, usually parang photo booth na ginagawa nila na parang Vanity Fair or Vogue USA, meron silang malaking photo booth that you will design yourself or parang that will show your own style. So I think dun na parang medyo nag-launch din talaga yung career.
Wow. We're so happy for you that you're able to, come to that market already. Pang ganong level ka na. We celebrate with that because freelancers can relate to other freelancers that it's not an easy task to make a name for yourself out there, lalo na pag may mga institution in that
Mm-mm.
industry. But if I may pivot a little too, kasi a lot of a freelancer go through challenging times. Can
Mm.
you tell us maybe whatever it feels safe for you to share, like
Mhm.
any humbling experience or something that reminded you na parang maybe humbling experiences that, hindi lang siya angas eh. Kailangan mo pa rin talagang i-hone yung self mo. Were there any discouraging experiences that maybe help push you na parang hindi, gagalingan ko pa? Were there days like that?
Well, yeah, but I mean marami.
Marami.
Especially as a freelancer. Kasi as a freelancer, may mga months na wow, ang dami kong invoices. Pero may mga months na talagang paano ko next month? May ganun pa din eh. Like especially now na ghost month eh. Tapos lang ng ghost month. And I personally don't believe and I ask a lot of people about it na parang niniwala ba sa ghost month. Kasi sabi nila hindi, pero nagre-reflect siya sa sales. So medyo mahina. So medyo naglaylo nga ngayon from August to September. But hopefully, um, this coming month, this coming holiday season, mag-pick up siya ulit. So parang I was enjoying that high from, early this year until July. Tapos biglang naging August. Sabi ko, hindi pala ako pwede maging complacent sa ganito. Na freelancer pa rin ako at the end of the day. So I have to market and
Yeah.
save for rainy days.
I love it, yung save for rainy days. Because on the other interview that we did with one of the known freelancers and si Miss Avery, yun nga, a lot of it involves being a freelancer, really involves financial planning talaga. Because hindi all the time, you're gonna earn well. There are days that it's gonna be lean. And for you to survive as a freelancer, you really have to think as a business owner already that there are months that are not good. Which it's also affirming to hear from you. Kasi people think parang I'm good already, I'm the best, or probably you have that breakthrough already. But there are still, ghost months in your life or in your career that you still have to push through. But maybe you can
Kaya naman to ni ganito for a much cheaper price. Laging may ganon. Laging may ganong options. Hindi lang siya sa photography. Parang in all, at least in the creative industry. Laging may second choice. Laging merong backup yan. So, kailangan palaban pag freelancers.
I love
But,
it. Kailangan palaban.
but pag yung advice, sorry, what was the question again?
Like what advice or encouragement that you can give to some people who's just starting out, venturing into photography or freelancing? Any words of encouragement? Because you said dapat palaban. Or any more that you can give them? Or probably, yung ganun.
I think you just have as a creative and also as a business owner. See, business owner ka as a regular freelancer, as an artist, it takes time to hone your skills. It takes time to um, get people trust you and your work. Kasi kahit sabihin mo magaling ka na, uh, alam mong hinog na yung trabaho mo, pero it takes time for credibility to be built in an industry. Parang ganun siya eh. So, syempre, the professionalism has to be there. So, yeah, be present, be professional, be resilient. Ganun talaga. That's the creative life.
Wow, be present, be professional, be resilient. Tsaka yung suck it up. May mga times talaga na maybe as a creative person, there are things that you produce that you feel like this is the best, but not, it doesn't really come across as that. Pero yung mga tipong mga feeling mo, okay, hindi masyado, pero yun yung mabenta sa client. And you just have
Yes.
to really find that balance. Siguro as an artist, yung artist side mo can get hurt in a way kasi it's not really you in itself, but
Mm-mm.
end of the day, you're still a business.
Mm-mm.
It's also interesting when they go to BIR for them. Being a freelancer and business is still the same thing. They treat you the same. So in
Mm-mm.
a way, you should also treat yourself the same. If you're a freelancer, you're also a business entity. But I want to also get something from you on, I'm not sure if there are a lot of people who came through maybe what we went
Things in those mistakes or not mistakes but the misdirections and then I apply it now. So syempre may mga merong mga what do you call that? Merong mga things na hindi maganda na pwede mong i-apply na okay, hindi to nag-work sa ganito, hindi mo siya gagawin now. Parang ganon. So, you will learn a lot from all the interests and hindi naman tayo ma-define ng isang job lang na parang I'm Jan, I'm a photographer. But aside from that, I love music, I love different things. I love sports, but hindi lang siya nakikita pero I can draw a lot of lessons from all of those aspects. And I think very important yun na in this gig economy na meron kang trabaho as for example as a writer, tapos iba-iba naman trabaho mo dito as a creative director. Parang especially now na marami tayong hats na pwedeng gawin dahil may online na, hindi ka pwede, hindi hindrance yung maraming interests. And I think it should be actually an advantage.
I love it, lalo for the younger generation now who's exposed early to digitalization, to gadgets already. There's a study that medyo mas short yung attention span nila probably on things, and there's indecisiveness. But you're the first person, and probably you're the very person I will remember when I encountered the word again, indecisiveness, and how it can still work for you. Because a lot of the older generation will tell us, eto na, dapat committed ka, nasimulan mo na, ituloy-tuloy mo na. But it doesn't really have to work that way for us. Kasi ikaw din to know about your journey, but we want to know as well what you're looking forward to know about your journey, but we want to know as well what you're looking forward to, like any plans, mga future milestones that you want to hit for not just for you but for the Filipino people, because you're making a name out there. We're so proud of you.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, actually, I'm looking forward to an exhibit next year. So actually, the signing of the contract will be next week pa lang. But I think it's official anyway since na-draft na. Um, just a background, I did win a grant last year, and then it's a grant from Fujifilm,
Wow.
global. Yeah. And then they chose 15 photographers for a project proposal. And then what I proposed was a parang exhibit, hindi naman exhibit, but a project on native and endemic plants. And then it will be presented as a beauty editorial. So parang what do you call that? Parang yung mga flowers pwedeng gawing eyelashes or parang pang ganito or
Ang
para
saya.
and then what sabi ko naman, it's not highly original since it's been done. It's ginagawa siya lagi ng magazines. But my main objective for that project is to promote what we have kasi marami tayong mga native and endemic plants na hindi natin kilala, na sobrang gaganda. And then also to give a platform for the creatives and the scientists and botanists to work together. So this project was in consultation with botanists, and then gumawa kami ng creative board, and then shoot namin siya with models and makeup artists. And then I proposed this idea, which is hindi naman talaga kasama sa grant, but sabi ko, propose lang natin sa National Museum, and then it will be the exhibition for the National Arts Month in February to May. And
Wow, exciting.
thank you, thank you. So yun,
Yeah, and go
so
ahead, go
parang
ahead.
yun lang naman. I think parang I'm just proud to give a platform to the creatives and to the natural what we have naturally here in the Philippines, and show it.
Wow, nakakatuwa. We're congratulations. We're proud of that
Thank
grant
you.
because knowing the process of getting a grant is, not just it's not just a giveaway. There is a process, and for you to qualify to get a grant, that is so big. So congratulations for that, and we're so excited. We're looking forward to see you. Your work. Probably in February. You said.
Yes,
Um,
the National Museum.
Exciting. And this is the first time personally that I've heard that, photographers working with, botanists, and some of it's really true. There are still a lot of resources, like natural resources, to have you to our platform. And we
Thank
hope that, like me, for the listeners and for other people who'll be watching this later, this also encourages you. So thank you so much, Jan. And we
you.
are still on the celebrations of Taxumo's 7th year anniversary. Happy birthday, Taxumo. Ayan. And we have exclusive gifts, deals, and discounts from our partners awaiting for you in Taxumo. So sign up for free.